What's up, third grade? This is Mr. Cole here, and guess what? We are past the halfway point, so we are down slope from here. I'm kind of sad because before you know it, we're gonna be done, and I'm gonna miss you all. But we're not there yet. But today we'll be talking about peer pressure, you guys. So you may be wondering, what is peer pressure? We will get to that in a second. But before we do, we will get into a quick recap. Okay, so what are some things that a good friend would do? Remember last week we talked about friendship or relationships, right? So, what are some good things that a good friend would do? Think about it. Go ahead and shout some ideas to Mr. Cole. All right, great ideas, you guys. My answer says, a good friend will support us as we work hard towards our goals and encourage us to make good decisions. So, it's great to have a friend that you can talk to and just have fun with, right? Right. All right. Glad we're on the same page. We're going to jump into today's lesson about peer pressure. Okay, so you may be asking, what is peer pressure? Well, let's break this down. So, the first word in peer pressure is peer. So, what is a peer? Do you know? Go ahead and think about it. All right, so this word might be new to you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you what it means. So a peer is someone that is your own age. It can be a friend, a classmate, or anyone your age. So we talked about friends last week. So friends can be peers, right? Right. All right, so quick challenging question, because y'all are so smart. Is your teacher or your parent a peer? Think about it. I'm going to go ahead and help you guys out. No, they are not a peer. Only people your age or friends are peer. Okay, sometimes friends might push us to do something we don't want to do, or to do something we know is wrong or might get us in trouble. Raise your hand if you've ever had that happen to you. Mr. Cole's definitely had that happen to him, but it's all right. All right? But what this is called is negative peer pressure, right? We don't want to feel pressured to do things that we're not supposed to do, right? That is called negative peer pressure. Okay, follow-up question. So is there such thing as positive peer pressure? I'm going to challenge y'all to think about that because y'all are so smart. The answer is yes. Sometimes our friends pressure us to do things that are good for us. All right, so what does that look like, Mr. Cole? I'm going to go ahead and help you out and give you some examples. So it could look like studying for a test. If a friend tries to make you study for a test, that is positive peer pressure because they're trying to help you do something positive and good for you. Or it might be to try out for a team. You might try out for a sports team, or maybe try out for something like drama or band or something like that, whatever that team may look like. Or just to do the right thing. Good friends and positive peer pressure equals doing the right thing. All right, you guys, so we are going to move on. And we're going to talk about Larry's choice. We're going to meet our friend Larry. Before we do, go ahead and open your book to page 8, section titled Larry's Choice. All right, so on page 8, you guys should see Larry. Everyone say hi to Larry. And there should be a cartoon strip of him. So as a class, you guys will take turns, and you are basically going to popcorn read the comic strip. All right? Everyone else in the class who's not reading at the moment, go ahead and listen for the negative peer pressure. Larry's experiences and how it affects his decisions. Go ahead and listen for those things because we are going to talk about them in a moment. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys like 3 minutes to go ahead and do that. And those 3 minutes start now. All right, you guys, bring your attention back to Mr. Cole because we are going to talk about the comic strip that we just looked at. But first off, great job for those readers out there. I heard everything and y'all sounded great. Great reading. All right, now go ahead and read and answer the questions at the bottom of the comic strip. All right, awesome. Great job, you guys. So, eyes and ears back to me, back to me. All right, so we are going to talk about these questions we just looked at. All right, so the first question is, did Larry like his lunchbox? Easy question. Yes, Larry loved his lunchbox, all right? But if he liked his lunchbox, why did Larry change his mind about carrying it? Think about it. All right, shout out in your indoor voice some answers. All right, great job, you guys. So Larry might have changed his mind because his friends pressured him. Okay, so whose decision was it, though, for Larry to switch from a lunchbox to a paper brown bag? Simple question. It was obviously Larry's. It was Larry's decision to stop using the lunchbox. Even though his friends teased and pressured him, it was still his decision to make. Okay, so what were the consequences of Larry's decision? That's right. His lunch fell on the floor. His friends laughed at him. And then he hurt his sister's feelings because he wasn't using the lunchbox she gave him. All right, all great answers. Good job, you guys. Y'all are doing great and y'all are so smart. Okay, so do you think Larry was happy about his decision? Think about it. No, Larry was not happy about his decision. All right, awesome job, you guys. We are going to move on to our next activity. All right, and it's called Relieving the Pressure. So, if you guys are feeling peer pressure, there are ways to avoid that or relieve that peer pressure. And we're going to go over that now. So, in our story, Larry was responsible for the decision that he made. Okay, so who is responsible for the decisions that you make? Simple question. I'll give you a hint. That's right. You are responsible for the decisions you make. Even though your teacher or your parent might help you make decisions or might teach you or guide you to make decisions, you are still responsible for your actions and your decisions. That kind of goes back into lesson 2, right? About making good decisions. All right, we're going to move on, you guys. So, there are going to be some times where people try to pressure you to make bad decisions or change your mind about something. And like I said, there are strategies to help you guys do that. It helps or help relieve that. Okay, so we're going to break this down. So the first thing is, what is a strategy? Think about it. Don't think too hard though, because all it is a plan. A strategy just means you have a plan. You have a plan of what to do when things happen. That's all a strategy is. All right, now go ahead and take your workbooks and open to page 9, section titled The Great Escape. All right, you guys, so page 9 should look something like this, right? Okay, so what you guys will be doing is you will be following the maze and matching the descriptions that are on the left side of the screen to the peer pressure strategy on the right side of the screen. All right? And since y'all are so smart, I'm only going to give you guys 1 minute to do it. Let's see who can do it the fastest, right? All right, on your mark, get set, go. All right, back to me, you guys. Eyes back on me. Great job, you guys. Y'all did that really fast. Y'all are some smart cookies. Okay, so we're going to start with the first one. So our first one says, think of a safe place you can go start walking there. So what peer pressure strategy do y'all think that goes with? I think that goes with walking away, right? You always have the option to walk away. If you feel pressure to do something you're not supposed to do, you can always walk away. All right, we're going to move on to the next one, you guys. So next one says, you can say, no way, no thanks, or no, I don't want to. You can also say, in Mr. Cole's opinion, you can also say, no way, Jose. Actually, let's do that all together at once. 3, 2, 1. No way, Jose. So you can also do that. So what peer pressure strategy does that one go to? I think it goes to the one that says no, right? You always have the option to say no to people. Don't feel pressured to say yes. All right, so we're going to move on to the third one, you guys. So the third one says, think of something safe, fun, and positive to do. So we have 2 answers left. What peer pressure strategy do you think goes with that one? If I was to guess, I would say it has to go with better idea. That's you thinking of a better idea. Usually a better idea revolves around being safe, fun, and positive, right? Of course. Okay. So we only have one description and one peer pressure strategy left, you guys. So don't pay attention to the person. What does that equate to, or what does that equal to? That equals to ignoring them. All right. So I have an exception for this one. So usually ignoring is a bad thing, right? We never want to ignore someone to hurt their feelings. We talked about being a healthy friend last week, right? And in some situations, ignoring can be a bad thing, right? But when it comes to being peer pressured, ignoring is a good thing and healthy thing and the right thing to do. So that's probably the only time where you should ignore someone. All right, great job, you guys. Y'all did excellent. So moral of the story is Larry needs to stand up for what he wants and what he likes, right? Even if his friends are really his friends, they will respect his decisions, right? All right, well, that's all I have for you guys. So like always, make sure that you guys are having a great day. All right, I will see you for lesson 7. Ooh.